welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brittney and I provide content tips and tricks for new content creators, new UGC creators, and I also provide a little bit of productivity tips in the mix as well. Today we're going to be diving deep into social media content strategy. So if you're new to content creation, UGC, etc., and you're wanting to get started, this video is for you. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content tips and tricks, and also hit your push notification bell so you know exactly when I'm posting. Okay, so the foundation of any successful content strategy is knowing exactly who your audience is. And you should definitely take time to kind of research your audience, you know, what type of things they're into, what they do online, what they might be interested in. And in doing so, you should be able to know, exactly what type of content your audience is into, what they're looking for, and, what they will be searching online. You could understand their needs, their preferences, and their pain points. I know I mentioned this before on this channel, but once you do know those things, you can tailor your content so they can actually reach out to your target audience. And you can definitely be able to resonate with them on a deeper level. Next, it is definitely crucial to define your goals. This is something I've also mentioned before on this channel, but defining your goals is definitely one of the top things that you should do when it comes to your content strategy in general. Whether you want to increase brand awareness, drive website traffic, or even boost engagement, it's definitely crucial to actually have those goals, set out that can help you with your content strategy and your content creation. Another thing I would suggest when it comes to creating your content strategy is to definitely choosing the right social media platforms for you and your goals, because there are a ton of social media platforms, websites that you can sign up to, be a part of, and post content to. But, I mean, do you really need to spread yourself thin when you're trying to figure out exactly what you're doing? If your comfort platforms are Instagram and TikTok, stick with Instagram and TikTok. If you want to do Facebook and Twitter, just figure out which platforms that you know for a fact that you can post on to consistently across all of those platforms that you sign up for, and stick with those. You don't need to spread yourself too thin. It's definitely not worth the hassle, the headache, the blood, sweat, and tears to keep up with all of those platforms. Get you a solid 2 to 3 platforms that you like to post on consistently and can post on consistently, and stick with those. Now, once you've identified your audience, you set up some goals for yourself, and you have platforms to post content on, next comes planning your content. This is where you would create a content calendar, have you like a digital planner, or have a planner where you can kind of list out types of content that you're wanting to do, the types of topics you're wanting to hit on, and how often and where you would post them. This is where you do all of your planning. By doing this, it will definitely help you stay organized and get everything out of your head. I feel like it's best to do kind of like a brain dump and figure out what kind of things you can do, and what things would be easier to do if you want to get those done first, or if you want the harder topics or harder things that would be to film or something like that. You can kind of plan that out as well. All in all, doing so will help you stay organized. You have clear content ideas and clear things you want to do. If you're doing YouTube and short form, you can maybe plan out your long form content as well as your short form content, or you can break up your long form content into short form content. Like, if you actually have this written down somewhere or in a digital space like Notion, then you will be able to have consistent content coming out, especially if you're knowing where exactly you're going to be posting it, what time you're going to be posting it, all that good stuff. All that comes with planning. Now comes the fun part, which is actually creating the content. So you already have your audience figured out. You have your goals, okay? You know exactly what you're going to post and when you're posting it, So now you have to actually film the content. And when it comes to content, especially when you're just starting out, I would recommend to just kind of experiment with different type of content styles, see what you like, see what you don't like, see what resonates with your audience, see what, they kind of don't like looking at from you. And don't just stick with like Reels and TikToks. Post images sometimes. If you have some type of educational bit to your content, post like some carousels of like infographics or something like that. Like, definitely mix and match your content and see what works for you and what your audience is actually taking a liking to. If you want, you could also, incorporate, going live on TikTok and or Instagram with your audience to kind of get more of an engaging feel, like they're actually connecting with you. That's also an option if you're, willing to do that. I have yet to go live on Instagram or anything like that, but I do see, the potential and how it can help when it comes to reaching your audience even, better than just posting in general. Also, when you're posting your content, don't be afraid to showcase your personality, your authenticity. The content is yours. We may all be saying the same thing, but since we are all different people, it comes out differently. So make sure to showcase your personality and your authenticity and actually be yourself. Try your best not to, sound like a copy and paste version of whatever content you're spitting out. This is definitely something that will set you apart from all the other people that are in the same niche as you and pretty much sharing the same information as you as well. And it will eventually, once you, attract your tribe, you have your engaged audience, ready for your content every time you post. This will in turn build a greater connection with you and your audience because they know how you are, you know how they are, and it kind of, build that community. Next comes engaging with your audience. I feel like engagement is key to success when it comes to content creation. Respond to messages, respond to comments, ask for engagement. Do you agree with this post? Leave a heart down below if you agree with this statement. Was this helpful? Just, try to provoke your audience to actually engage with you, and you'll, make sure you're engaging with them if they come with you with a question or, just respond to anything that, is sent to you. And in turn, this will show your audience that you care about what it is they think, and, you're not leaving them out in the dust doing your own thing and, not really paying attention to what your audience is actually wanting from you. So in doing that will definitely show that you care about your audience, care about what type of content you're putting out, because you're trying to make sure that it reaches the right people that you're wanting it to reach. That will go a long way in building like loyalty and trust within your audience and have them keep coming back. And finally, you've done all the planning, you've done all the work, you know your audience, you have your goals set aside, you know what content you're going to do, you're experimenting with different content styles, you're filming your content, you're getting it out there, you're engaging with your audience, they're engaging with you, everything is going great. But make sure you analyze your content. Go to your analytics, see what's actually working, see what is getting more engagement, see what is not getting engagement, see, if people like some type of particular piece of content over the other. Pay attention to your reach, your engagement, and if there's anything that you may need to change when it comes to that, go ahead and make the necessary changes and just keep an eye out on your analytics. I wouldn't be like an analytic fiend and check like every hour or every time you post, but at least check it once a week, once every 2 weeks, maybe once a month, just to see where your content is and how it's performing compared to, other pieces of content that you may have put out. See where you can kind of refine and make better when it comes to content. And yeah, that's pretty much the basics of when it comes to, creating a content strategy. Is all trial and error, seeing what works, seeing what sticks, seeing what, shouldn't be posted anymore or what's not getting, engagement or anything like that. So I think when it comes to, checking your analytics, it's best to just, check them, see what's working, see what's not working, refine your content, go back to the drawing board, refine your goals, refine, who your audience is, see what actually, some of the things that they're wanting to see, and, just experiment. It's all an experiment until you find your groove where it doesn't even feel like you're having to really try anymore, because you and your audience are just like that. That's all I have today when it comes to creating your content strategy. Also remember, Rome was not built in a day. This is definitely not going to be something that happens overnight. Just take those steps and kind of, apply it to your content creation every time you go to film, every time you go to plan. Just keep all these in mind, because they will definitely help you, get it out your head like, okay, I need to know my audience. Do I know my audience? Okay, I have my goals. Do I have good goals set in place? Okay, all right, okay. Is my content planning up to par? Okay, do I need to find some more content ideas? Is my content actually working? Am I getting engagement that I can engage with, my audience? Just put all that into play when it comes to creating content in general. But Those are the basic things you need when it comes to creating any type of content strategy. Any type of content that you're making, these will definitely be the basics of what you need to get that going. Alright, that being said, you've reached the end of today's video. If you got all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you found this helpful, do leave me a like, comment down below your favorite part, and definitely don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content, tips, and tricks just like this one. And don't forget to hit your post notification bell so you know exactly what I'm posting, which is currently every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks again for watching, and I will see all of you in my next video. Peace.